In this week's episode of Seriously Fun Business TV, I talk about Leicester City winning the title and an exercise you absolutely must do with your team. Hey, how you doing? Nick James here. Welcome to episode number 9.
Yes.
9?
Yes.
I was confused, all 9 or 10.
I think it was 10.
Episode number 9 of Seriously Fun Business TV. Obviously, we are fresh back off a bank holiday weekend, so it's been a bit of a long weekend. We've got some questionable headaches and stuff in the office from I think 1 or 2 people that might have gone a little bit over the top over the weekend, but we're all here. And what I wanted to talk about today, I mean, surely the story of the year so far has got to be Leicester City winning the Premier League title. I think round of applause for Leicester City, for everybody in the team. What?
I'm Burnley.
Oh, I'm Burnley.
Burnley.
For some reason, Yammer and Bish love Burnley, even though it's miles
history
away.
behind that, though.
There's history behind it. It
The
was
Black
one of their
tours started in Burnley.
one of their first ever Black Country Tour videos. If you haven't seen Black Country Tour videos, follow Bish or Yammer on Facebook and you'll see them regularly. And they are rather entertaining. So, yeah, Leicester City winning the Premier League title. What's that got to do with today's episode? Well, there was a quote, actually, from Tony Cottee. What an absolute legend, which Yammer mentioned this morning in our meeting, which you're now going to have the chance to repeat because I can't remember it, which was?
So, it was a classy quote as well. Leicester didn't win the premiership because they are good as individuals. They won it because they were the best team.
And I think that's absolutely 100% true. They didn't win it because they got the best players necessarily. They won it because they got the best team. And so I think that's critically important for you when you're building, growing your business, is to bring in, first of all, bringing in the right people is critical. They didn't necessarily have the best players in the world. They didn't have Ronaldo or Messi or, Hazard, who's at Chelsea, or any of these top players, but they had a great team bond, a great team ethic, an incredible work rate. And I think there's a lot that we can learn in business. You wouldn't give Leicester a chance at the beginning of the season of lifting the Premier League title, but now here they are with 2 games to go, they've won the title. And that's because they got a great team ethic, a great work ethic and great leadership. And so in our, every single month we have a half-day team meeting, which we've just completed this morning. And in this morning's meeting, we decided to do a bit of an exercise, which I'm going to share with you now, and you might choose to do it with your team as well, which was literally, we were looking at our training, our personal development as individuals within our team, and what we decided to do was look at what do we each do well, and what could we do better. And so we went round a circle. It wasn't dissimilar to how we set up here for this video. And so we started off, let's say we started with Bish. I would say to Bish, okay, Bish, here's something that I think you do particularly well, and here's something that I think you could do even better or improve upon. And then Yammer would do the same for Bish, and then Lauren, and then Fish, and so on. And so we'd do that for every single person. Actually took quite a long time. Took probably the best part of an hour for us to get around everybody. Yeah. But there's a couple of things that I think were incredibly valuable. One, obviously the primary purpose of that exercise is to identify areas in which each person can develop and grow, because then it will help us to identify the right training and development for them. But then the second benefit, which I hadn't banked on, was really just what it did for us as a team to share and connect and talk about what we value in each other and what we feel we could do better. And it really stimulates a great conversation, which, I think often we get stuck in the day-to-day doing and running of the business, and we don't spend time out as a team to connect, to bond, and to share these times together. So I think 2 things for you today. Number one, I would encourage you to do that exercise, to go sit down with your team, even if there's only a couple of you, sit down and talk about what you do well, what you could do even better, and then think about what training, what development, what actions can you take in order to improve even more in your specific job role. And secondly, I just think, Leicester City are an incredible example. I'm an Aston Villa fan, as many of you will know, which is, it's comic. It's comical at the moment how bad they are. But actually, interestingly, and again, I feel like I'm getting sidetracked with football stuff here, but I do think there's a business lesson in that if you looked at the stats for the season, You know, I think I looked at them a while back, and Villa had done covered less kilometres per game in terms of running. Leicester had completed the most. It's not a coincidence that the team that completed the most kilometres of running per game finished top of the league, and the team that had done the least finished bottom of the league. That's just one stat. So I think, you know, if you look at your business and you look at your work rate, you look at your effectiveness, your efficiency, your willingness to go above and beyond, which I think Leicester City had in barrels, then I think, you know, it's not a coincidence they end up winning the title. And I think if you look at how you operate in your business and ask yourself, you know, what else could you be doing? What else, you know, what other work could you be putting in? What other hours could you be doing? What other things could you be doing that you're not currently doing that are going to make the biggest difference? Then I think it will be incredible, and you'll get phenomenal results as Leicester City have done. So a bit of a short episode today. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for watching on Facebook Live. We're now going to take a time out to insert Big Fish's meme of the week.
Introducing Big Fish's meme of the week.
There you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care, and I'll speak to you next week.